morning, Yvette. Girl, I'm just leaving Amazon. Oof. First, they asked for volunteer that you could come in early, an hour early. So I came in at work at midnight. Then they said it was mandatory 1 hour overtime. So I had to stay over. Tiresome. I had worked an hour early. I came in an hour early. And then I ended up leaving 6, 7, almost 2 hours later. So I'm like, man, it is tiresome. But girl, let me tell you about Ziffy. I did Ziffy over the weekend. Saturday was really good. I had only got 3 deliveries. And when they tallied all the mileage and stuff, my first day, I made, what did I make? $73, something like that. Yeah, $73. It was $53 in tips, and then the mileage and everything. And then they told me that I almost lost the dang power bonus because they said I didn't stay on the shift a certain percentage, which I thought that you know, when I had put 8 o'clock, that I thought I wasn't signed off at 8 o'clock, but it's supposed to be from 9 o'clock, and then I didn't start on time that I originally had put in. But they said that was a courtesy, so they said they were going to give me the power bonus, which was only $3. I mean, they act like it was like $10 billion. So, and then, like I said, a couple of the orders, the first 2 orders I had were big orders. It was over $100, and it was automatically a tip. And then, of course, you know, remember that one I was telling you about, the one that did the Chow Now? That was the one where that Indian couple, I know their pizzas were over $100, and then they got the nerve to leave only like a $7 tip on an order that was over $100. And I know it was over 100 because they ordered like 5 pizzas from this little fancy pizza place. But you know, it is what it is. So that's what I was telling you about in the message about the Chow Now. If it was a Chow Now order, then you still get a tip, but they're not required to leave a tip. That's what they told me. So yeah, exactly. And what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start rejecting them if I'm not on no power bonus. Shoot, how you gonna do Chow Now and then turn around and be cheap with the cheap ass tip? And then I got another Chow Now order last night too. And then this person left me gave me like a $5 cash tip. And her order, I know, was more than that little $5 tip. So I was like, you know what? These dumb motherfuckers are getting on my damn nerves when they being all cheap. You know, trying to use Chow Now and then try not to tip. You know, I could have damn turned on Grubhub and got a better tip than what a couple of these people were doing, you know. So, and then after that, I was all in downtown last night. I mean, they took me back to the Ziffy office after I had picked up an offer. This is so stupid. I had a Moe's. I had picked up a Moe's off of Church Street, and then I'm like, then I was going to deliver it. It's at Spring Street. Now it didn't dawn on me that was the office at Zippy. And I'm like, why the hell I'm going? And then I try not to jump on the highway at night. I take the back street, you know, because you could, you know, it's quicker And then somehow I know that I got all turned around, and they asked me, is everything okay? You know, first of all, you saying that's what the text when driving, so why are you texting me or chatting with me? And then I show up and I'm like, okay, is this a test? And then they said, then I had to pick up a pint of ice cream from the same customer who ordered from the oh, I'm so dang tired, from Moe's. And I was like, what kind of crap is this? I'm making 2 trips for one person, and then she lived on West Peachtree. Then it was like no kind of parking, but luckily for me, I was able to park in the front of the building. And then the security guard, basically the boot man, I said, can I park over here without being booted, you know? And it looked like he was just waiting to boot somebody, but you know, luckily for me, I didn't get booted. And then she gave me, so I got like 3 people gave me a cash. I had only 7 orders total, and 3 people gave me a cash tip. Now, one was pretty good. You know, it wasn't a lot, but it was, put it this way, for what she ordered and the amount that she ordered, the amount was pretty, you know, was decent. It was like at least a little bit over 20%, but those other 2 people, And then after that, one person gave me a $2 tip, and I was like, what is this hell with these little $2 tip, you know? That food ain't, nothing that they order is really inexpensive. So, who knows? So, I don't know. I don't think I made as much money as I did Saturday with those 3 orders. But I had the 2 big orders, then they tipped actually on the app. It was automatic. So, I don't know. I need to strategize a little bit better, because then, by me doing, I had some Grubhub blocks, and I couldn't even pick up the Grubhub order because the minute I had dropped off. Oh, that's good. How many hours did you do that? Did you make $96? And what area is it? Because I think, well, what area were you in? Oh, you was 4 to 10? Okay, that's pretty good. Do you do the power hour too? Or do you just make straight regular? Okay. How many orders did you get last night? Oh, you got 10. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at my numbers, what they gave me total wise, but like I said, Mondays and Monday through Wednesdays are slow. You make more. You make more of your money Thursday to Sunday. Oh, okay. So basically, I should do Grubhub on those other days, and then do Ziffy Thursday through Sunday. Basically, that's what you're saying I should do. Because I try to do that 2-app thing, but dang, I didn't know that they could tell you, they could tell you where you at. Because I had a Grubhub order yesterday. I had to cancel, and the guarantee, I automatically couldn't even get the guarantee. And this was a good tip too. This one order for Grubhub was $18, and I thought I was going to be able to get to the restaurant drop off his food and then go and do Zippy or do Ziffy first and then pick up the Grubhub order. Man, that thing took me way out the way. So I have to, I gotta strategize better than that. I was thinking maybe I should just do the 2-hour Grubhub block and then try to do Ziffy, but I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to how I'm gonna do that, because I didn't figure Ziffy was gonna be so busy. I was thinking, oh, okay, it's gonna be kind of slow, but nope. So Yvette, you don't do Uber Eats and Grubhub anymore, or have you always done? Are you just exclusively working Ziffy? Okay, I'm sick of y'all. I'm driving through downtown because I don't get on 285 when I leave to go home. I always cut through Bankhead Highway, Joseph Lee Bowery, or whatever, and just cut through. I was doing DoorDash, but they pissed me off once I started ZB. Oh, okay. What happened with DoorDash? Why they piss you off? What did they do? Okay, bet you talking on the phone. People act like, how you have such, some people got these fancy looking cars, but you act like you don't have a car mount or even a Bluetooth to talk on your phone without having the phone up in your ear. Bitch. Hit me, because I need another NAD car. They drove the delivery fee and started taking our tips. What they do? I mean, the delivery fee, when I did it last year, it was what, $5. So what happened now? Because they lowered the delivery fee and started taking our tips, and they don't pay for mileage. Well, they never did pay for mileage anyway. They only pay $5 plus tips. But you know what though? Postmates do that stupid whatchamacallit? Chow now or chow down, whatever. That Postmates use them too. And I do believe DoorDash uses them. I don't know about Grubhub, but I know Postmates use Chow Now, and I think DoorDash uses Chow Now too. And I don't know who the hell is Chow Now anyway. They need to cause see, let me tell you why I don't do Postmates no more. Postmates, you supposed to pay with the PEX card, and I went to Buckhead Diner. This person ordered this large order, and they left a $30 tip, but gave it to the kitchen staff, and they're gonna give me $5-7 to deliver their food. I was so bad pissed. And then I had wrote Postmates about it, and they said, well, that's a third-party company, and so they do that same crap too. Yep, that's what Postmates does. Postmates use Chow Now, and you don't get all your tips. And the thing about it, they got the nerve to show the tip on the receipt when you pay for the customer's food with Postmates with the card, and then the tip that they show on there you don't even get. Boy, I did Postmates 1 week and that was it. And I said, you know what? See, Postmates, they a bunch of crooks too. But I'm willing to do DoorDash now because Zippy Pay. But I thought you said that you didn't want to do DoorDash. So what would make you do DoorDash now? Because you gotta sign up for blocks with DoorDash. You just can't sign up and do DoorDash. Okay. That's understandable. But see, the thing is that DoorDash, you have to get those blocks, and if you don't get those blocks early, then it's hard to get on there. Oh, so sleepy. Cause yeah, I understand what you're saying. I could see how, you know, Zippy could be slow. Oh, okay. That's what I'm gonna have to start doing with Grubhub. I may have to really do my Grubhub blocks when I have them, and then do Zippy around it. Because listen to this, Uber Eats took 50% of this. You think so? But Zippy been around for 14 years, so, you know. I believe it. I believe it. But you know what though? When Amazon start doing that Amazon Prime and then do their food deliveries, they're gonna take orders away from Amazon. I mean from Uber Eats. Because if people have Prime membership and they want the food delivered, they get it for free. So they're gonna start taking away from Uber Eats. And the thing about Uber Eats is that if they start messing up, they're already doing that. If you have a Prime membership, you can order food and get it delivered from the same restaurants that Uber Eats and a whole lot of these other companies deliver for. You go order food. So they doing that now. But it's free for Prime members, so. But I guess if you're a Prime member, and I don't know if a lot of people are taking advantage of getting the food ordered, and I don't know if they know it's free, but yep, they doing that now. But you know what though, when it's all said and done, and none of these companies are paying independent contractors or drivers any sort of money. I mean, only thing, like I said, only thing what Zippy got going is that people have to sign for the order, and then they have to leave a tip or give you a cash tip. They just can't give you nothing and just go about their business, you know. And the thing about it, you know, you have options. You can switch over and do Uber Eats or Grubhub, and you know, make money however way you can make it. To me, to be honest with you, My goal is to try to make over $100 a day doing the food deliveries. And if it has to come to a combination of Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Ziffy, then so be it. Good morning, whoever's the other person on here. So you know what? If Ziffy is good morning, Dorian. So if I make $50 with Ziffy and I manage to make $20 with Grubhub, and if I do $40 with Grubhub, if I do Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Ziffy, and I did all three of them throughout the day or sporadically, and I managed to still make over $100 doing a combination of three, then so be it. That's what I'll do. Because I think the thing is that if you try to stay with one company to try to make money, you're really not going to make as much money. But all of them have the same busy schedule. No, I'm not going to do See, what I would do is, let me see. What I would do is around the house, Stone Mountain, I would do Uber Eats because I don't have to go far, and I know I can snag up a couple of Uber Eats orders. Grubhub is not in Stone Mountain. I mean, it's in the zone, but for me to pick up a zone, I have to go. Who said they make $1,500 a week doing Grubhub? That must be an old video. Who made that? I know you talking about this one guy. He talking about he's in what was it, DC area or something? I don't know. What? You met him last night? Who? What he look like? Hours a day. He must be a premier driver and got all the access of the schedule blocks. Let me tell you what's going to happen with him, because when I did Grubhub last year, I was grabbing like 67, almost 70 hours a week with Grubhub. I mean, I was grabbing those hours like it was no tomorrow, and I was making once I started realizing that I don't have to accept every single order, and I could just not anymore. See, Grubhub changed it because you have 3 levels. You could be a premier driver, elite, and then regular partner, and you choose the schedule different days of the week. If you're a premier driver, you have early access to schedules on Thursday. If you're the next level, then you could choose a schedule on Friday, and then if you the last one, then you get to choose on Saturday. But when you're an elite driver, they only put their blocks out 2-3 hours at a time. They don't put like it used to be where you could just choose and say, okay, I want to work from 8 to, I want to work from 10 to 10. They don't do that anymore. Now they have it where you have 2-hour blocks, 11 to 2, 2 to 4, 5, so it's like you can never choose a whole bunch of blocks unless you spread it out during the day. See, you know what though? I don't know about that. He could say he makes $1,500, but somehow or another, may not be working on the blocks either. He may be just turning on the app and working whenever. And that is when, because even if you work, you know, they have a block. No, there's no bonuses. There's no bonuses with Grubhub. The only thing they give you with Grubhub is that you make a $10 guarantee if you don't make over the guarantee of $10 on a given block. So if you have a 2-hour block and you don't make over $20, they will give you the difference. But normally you can make more than the guarantee. So and that's the thing, if you're not doing blocks, and if he's trying to pickle his way through, or pick the orders, because sometimes what people do is they were like, oh no, I'm not gonna take this order because it's too low. And if he keeps rejecting it, and he keeps trying to get the big orders that come through, like the one I missed yesterday, it was $18 for one order. Now I could have easily made a good $40 on a good night with Grubhub in a short period of time. So if he has signed up for multiple blocks throughout the day, like 4 blocks, and he's an elite driver, and he starts from morning, afternoon, and evening, that's what I'm saying. He said he take every order that comes to the phone, but every order that comes to the phone is not always a big order. Normally it's like 7, 10, whatever, multiple orders, but then they taking you all over the place. See, he's lying. He's lying, because if you take every order and you have blocks, you could probably put it this way. When they had the old schedule, and I used to work like a 10, 12-hour day, he ain't taking every order, because, see, he's lying. Because you have to stay in a concentrated area that has a lot of restaurants, and you going short distance, and you making money without having them taking you from downtown or whatever. And depends what zone he's in, because they broke up the zone. They got east side and they got west side if he's in Atlanta. So he probably was on the east side. And like I said, they're just like anybody else. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday is the busiest. During the week, around dinner time, and then if you're around Emory or whatever, those orders are going to be like $7. It ain't going to be no big, huge, humongous orders. If he's around Buckhead or whatever, and he so happens to get those elite clients, at some of those fancy restaurants, they only order on the weekends. They don't see, people who got money, rich folks, they don't eat every day. Yep. He has to be in an area like that's real popular and has a lot of areas that's a lot of families that tend to order big meals. And then you got to be around white folks, because I'm gonna tell you, Indian and black folks don't tip for shit. I don't give a damn. Now, the only reason why I got a good tip from Ziffy over on Saturday, it was over $100, is because it automatically tips. But if you gave people that option to tip, they would have tipped. They would have been like, okay, here go $5, I hate to say it, if you gave them the option to tip, and they would have tipped real cheap, because they figured, well, I already spent $100 on all these pizzas, $140 on these pizzas, and they don't even give a damn about giving a fair, adequate tip. They won't. Now, why these black folks walking around with these lawnmowers? They ain't got no truck, and they walking down the street on Moreland with a blower and a rake. They look like they stole that shit. So there ain't no goddamn way that you walking down Moreland Avenue, Briarcliff and Moreland. I'm on the corner of Ponce and Moreland, and they ain't walking towards nobody's truck, putting up no equipment. They just keep walking down the street with a blower and a rake. Two guys. Where the hell y'all coming from? I ain't see no truck. See, black folks, boy, I swear, they come up, I've seen that. Now, ain't nothing wrong with doing your hustle, but god dang it, don't just come walking down the street with a rake, and a blower, and one came with a lawnmower. Ain't no truck, no nothing. Oh, this is in Moreland and Briarcliff, right on the corner of Ponce. This ain't that. This is considered, right down the street from Little 5 Point. So it's not really downtown. But it's in, you know that area right before you go down Little 5 Points. If you go the opposite way, it's Briarcliff Road. If you go the other way, it's Moreland. And then in between is Ponce. Yeah, they getting their hustle on all right. But goddamn, where y'all got that blower and the lawnmower from? They look like they stole that shit. Because I know one thing. Somebody stole a couple of my neighbor's stuff. They said they had a lawnmower and a rake, and it was in the truck or something, and someone broke it and stole the lawnmower and the thing. Oh shit, y'all can steal my lawnmower. No, don't say that. I ain't gonna say that, because I'll be pissed and I gotta have to goddamn shoot your fingers off if you steal something from me. Even though I don't hardly use my dang lawnmower. I don't know why I bought a lawnmower. I don't even cut my own grass. I mean, I'm going to cut it maybe 2 more times this year. Maybe 2 times. I've cut it the whole year. I keep getting somebody to cut it. And matter of fact, that damn guy didn't come to cut my grass this past Saturday. All those leaves need to be raked, but I'm going to have to do it myself. Let me get me good exercise. If I ever get up and do it. I'll be so dang tired. But yeah, they walking around with the dang rake and lawnmower like it ain't nothing. And it's too early to be doing that. Man, in fact, they ain't going to no business cutting no grass. See, black folks, boy, we be missing out on stupid stuff. See, those Mexicans, boy, they got that dang landscaping business locked down. Black folks trying to get into it in the game late. And then after that, when I try to give them a chance, they fuck up my damn lawn. Or they don't come on time. Or they don't do it right. You know? And then when I give Jose a chance, they ain't looking at me cross-eyed like I did something wrong. You know, my mother had to fire the dang lawn person that did her yard in South Carolina. She told this black guy, older black guy, don't bring nobody else with him to do the job because they keep breaking up her lawn ornaments. He keeps bringing the old man to my mother's place, supposedly cutting the grass, and he keeps breaking up her ornaments and stuff. So she finally let him go, and then got the nerve to get an attitude, and she's paying him what was it, $60 or $80 a week or something crazy. And I'm like, so she finally let him go, fired him. My mother's bought a lawnmower for herself, and then she's gonna do it herself. Or better yet, my cousin Travis, he could go ahead and do it. You know, as much money my mother gave my cousin, he needs to come over there and cut that grass. But you know, so my mother had to fire the lawn guy. And then gonna get an attitude when she asks him a question. How is somebody paying you cash money on time every week, weekly, and then gonna cut up and act a fool? My mother lived up there in Goose Creek in this little exclusive country club community. I swear there's only about 2 black folks that live there, live off the golf course, you know. And then when you try to give black people a chance to do something, they want to cut up and act a fool. Well, you don't do much in the cold though, landscaping. Because when it's cold, you don't have to cut grass in the winter. All you do is go in the machine and just, okay, I'm sick of this thing, Lee. People take all day to turn. Whew. That's what I get for taking the back road. Never get home. Well, I know in New York, if it's snowing, that's some good money, shoveling people's snow. People walk around. My mother, when she lived in the house in New York, the guy used to come around and shovel the snow, sidewalks and stuff. And then when New York had that little hot spell, it didn't hardly snow. Yeah, there's money to be made though. There's money to be made in anything you do. I'm thinking about shoot, all these deliveries and stuff we be doing. I'm thinking of starting my own little delivery service, you know. I say I'll go to the mall, be a concierge service, and say I'll go to the mall and pick up your gifts and deliver it to your house. If you don't want to go to the store, you know, everybody got so lazy. Everybody got their groceries done, ordered food. What else? Oh, pet service, walking people's dog. I might finish my application and be a dog sitter or a dog walker. There's a company called Wag-A-Lot. They're looking for people to walk dogs right in the dang Virginia Highland, Midtown, Buckhead area. They have people to watch their dog. Oh Lord. And they're looking for people. I actually started signing up for that though. Really? Which one did you trying to go through? Wag-A-Lot or was it Roof? Not Roof. What was the name of it? It's 2 big companies I know of. Wag-A-Lot and Rover. That's it is. Rover. Yeah, it was Rover. But it was another company called Wag-A-Lot too. Wag-A-Lot, I think. There's something with a W. I think it was Wag-A-Lot. But Rover, it was the one. They nationwide. My mother heard about them because she got 2 dogs. And she was thinking about using them to watch Chi-Chi and Valentine. Chi-Chi and Valentine, they look alike. real job, you know? Because for the longest time, I used to feel that it wasn't a real job and I wasn't really doing much with it. But you know what though, if I really put my efforts in all these gig jobs, because you know I haven't really been working as hard with Grubhub and Uber Eats and all the rest of them. I mean, a little bit, but not really, you know. I just did just enough to get by. But you know, in terms of really setting myself up a schedule, I haven't really done it as much. And I guess when I was doing Instacart like 60, 70 hours a week, it burnt me out, because I've done that for like months. You know, when I first did Uber last year, when I first started, I was hustling hard for like almost a whole, I want to say like almost a whole year. I was hustling. Then now, I'm gonna get to the point where I feel so burnt out. I guess maybe that's why I said, you know what, maybe it's time to switch up, kind of do some different companies, because you get so complacent, you know, very easily with these gigs, you know. Just like what I was doing. And just like when you do like Instacart, you know, it's like every time you get good going, get things good and going, these companies always change the game, you know. So that's why I don't like to tell people so much about what you're doing, you know, because everybody jumps on the bandwagon, and then it's like, you know, you start running into your own territory, and then these companies start cutting the rates, because, you know, Instacart, oh, so dang sleepy. Instacart, let me tell you what I heard that they was gonna start doing. Yeah, I know, Yvette. I wouldn't mind if you kept that to yourself, you know. But I appreciate you telling me. I'm gonna tell them that you referred me. Make sure you get the referral. I thought I put your name down when I matter of fact, I did put your name down when I had put down how did I hear about it. But I will make sure that they pay you, because I'll probably stick around with Zippy for a while. I'll stick around. But I heard Instacart is changing how they do it too. It was something like not scheduled in advance, but you don't have to choose blocks anymore, because they're not gonna assign people any orders based on blocks or by you turning on availability. But remember, I was telling y'all the guarantee that Instacart was paying when I used to work out there in Suwanee, and they said if you work like say 60 hours, you get $10 guaranteed as long as you're in a new area or new zone. Man, I heard that they had cut the rate so dang low with Instacart. It's like $4 just to deliver groceries, I heard. $4 measly. And then they got the nerve to expand it to Aldi's. And then they got the nerve to expand it out in Stone Mountain, up there Memorial Drive in the hood. And people like refuse to go out there, that they trying to say, oh, we give you an extra $20 if you go out there between 8 and 10 o'clock at night delivering fucking groceries. And then it was so bad, my friend said that that people be ordering and they don't even tip. And you already know they don't tip anyway. But they ordering from Aldi's, the raggedy Aldi's up there in Jimmy Carter in Norcross, to go to the efficiency suites. You know, I'm like, what the hell did they start? And then I heard that they're talking about they trying to accept EBT cards to do grocery deliveries. I said, what illegal shit is that? First of all, what government agency is going to grant some company to do food deliveries for people who get EBT? Ghetto as hell, exactly. It's about maybe people ain't got no cars and they need the groceries delivered. Like fucking hell. What did you do before Instacart and Ship? You took that damn grocery cart and you walked down the street with the groceries and you went on about your own business. I mean, I knew I was growing up younger and we used to go to the grocery store and we used to take that shopping cart, go to the store and buy the groceries or whatever. No, it was the laundry that we used to do that with because we didn't have no washer and dryer when I was younger, until maybe later on when my mother bought a home. But you know, we still went to the laundromat because it was quicker to do the laundry, and then rather than washing clothes at one machine at a time. But come on, EBT, y'all gonna take SNAP to do grocery deliveries? Like hell. I mean, cold in hell. The only thing that makes sense to me is maybe do the grocery shopping and have the person come and then you bring the groceries to them and then load the car and let them go about their business. But I don't think people who can't afford a basic place to stay or people who are too cheap to tip, you shouldn't use the service. If you can't tip somebody for doing a service for you, don't use it. I don't believe it. Instacart. Yeah. And it's for the worse. And Ship ain't probably doing any better either, to be honest, because at one point you used to see a lot of, you go to Publix, you used to see a lot of people doing Ship and Instacart. Now exactly. And the thing about it, they're not even doing it all the Aldi's. There's only certain ones. That raggedy one on Jimmy Carter is one, which to me is stupid. And then with Instacart, they expanded the north perimeter area and expanded it out. You know, they've gotten ridiculous. They really have. I can't believe I wasted my time with that stupid ass company. Putting all those miles on my car like that. Between that dumb Uber taking people and Instacart and Ship, those three had really put a lot of miles on my car when I did those three, and it wasn't that profitable, to be honest with you. It really wasn't. I was spending way amount of money in gas. I was traveling way amount of mileage, and for practically nothing. I mean, all of them pay about $10. To be honest with you, all these apps, they pay about an average about $10 an hour. Even the ones ones who give a tip. Maybe 12. If it's a good day, you may get 14. But it's not. And I'm not even talking about the fact, people having to wear and tear your car. Because, you get the right depreciation or your taxes or whatever, depending on if you take the actual mileage actually you take the mileage or you take the actual expense. But as more and more of these things get popular, the less money they want to pay. They just, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. So to me, I'm not gonna have any loyalty to any one particular company. I'm really not. And Grubhub need to be ashamed of themselves, because it was two things that's disturbing. One was on Facebook. No, was it on Facebook or YouTube? It was one of them. Okay, what y'all do? No, it was Facebook. There's the Facebook group for Grubhub. They had these brother and sister robbed the Grubhub delivery person yesterday or last night or a couple of days ago in Chicago somewhere. They said that they were delivering food to a mobile park home, and the girl said, "Oh, hold on, let me get my money to pay for the order." First of all, that didn't even sound right, because the order's already paid for when you order through the app. So why are you talking about, hold on, wait a minute, let me go and get my money to pay? So as she claimed she went to get her money, the male cousin or the brother, I can't remember, it was a male, I think it was brother and sister, he stabs the girl with a box cutter for the food, trying to rob her for the, robbed her to rob her of her possessions and the food, and tried to escape. Now the driver escaped, and she was able to give a description of the two people, and it was these a boy, a male and a female. They were either brothers and sisters or cousins, I can't remember. I think they were brothers and sisters. I said, really? And I was like, that's exactly what I be talking about when I call Grubhub and they want to tell me that we supposed to go to the customer's door. I said, I'm not going to the door. I'm not going to a dark breezeway in an apartment complex, no raggedy apartment complex at that, on Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain in the hood, in the dark, late at night, for nobody. And then, even if it doesn't even have to be in the hood, it could be one of these little these neighborhoods up in Virginia Highlands. It's always Virginia Highlands that give me the biggest trouble. I call, get to the house, all the lights turned off, can't see shit. Then I call them on the phone, excuse me, can you turn on your light so I can see? Because I don't want to fall on your property, and I hate to have to sue you. And I do tell some people that too, especially if they get a little bit stink and snotty. I tell them, I said, I don't want to sue you. So I would appreciate you turning on the light or something, And I don't get out the house. I don't walk out the door. I don't get out the door. I don't come to no door with it's pitch black. I'll call and says, excuse me, can you turn on the light? I can't see. Now the other day, let me tell you what happened. I get up to this person's house. This was Grubhub, because I would never do it with Zippy. Zippy got they're real strict, and besides they got a sign for that food. I said, shoot. But let me tell you what happened with Grubhub the other day. I pull up to the person's house. He has the garbage can blocking the drive-through. And I called. I said, excuse me, it's dark, I can't see. Can you turn on a light? And besides, you got the garbage can blocking the entry for me to drive through. I just came in from the my flight just came in that night. First of all, the garbage can ain't supposed to be out. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I get a call from an automated number that sounds like a human person. We have a person that wants to, that could talk about your home. I said, I'm not interested. Well, I can understand that. I mean, really? They got machine learning where a computer will sound human and they understand your words and they could talk right back at you. It's not even a person that you're speaking to. It's an actual computer. And they could actually talk as if they sound like a live person. And they understand everything you're saying. How amazing is that? But anyway, so back to the thing. So I pulled up, he come walking out the house. He got attitude. How you got attitude? You're the one, they got the whole house dark, pitch black, and the garbage can blocking me from driving to the drive-through so I could walk up and give you your food. And then he's like, he just came in from a flight. Okay, what they got to do with the fact that that garbage can is in my way? And after that, so he says, well, let me go ahead and move it out the way so you can back up. Thank you. And I said, oh, by the way, that garbage can did hit my car. And I told him that too. How you gonna put your big ass garbage can? And they got those green garbage cans they gave out a year ago. It's like a 30-gallon, heavy. You got it blocked in the middle. I mean, blocked in the middle of the drive-thru. I'm not getting out of my car and moving your garbage can. I'll push it over with my car before I do that. And besides, who wants to hand somebody's food after touching somebody's garbage can? How nasty is that? That didn't even make any sense. And then we had an attitude and get all mad. I'm like, move that shit out the way. And I said, oh, by the way, I'm not scared to tell people because I'm telling the truth. If your garbage can hit my car, your garbage can hit my car. See, white folks, they quick to say if you park next to them, did you hit my car? No, bitch, I didn't hit your car. But then after that, you go in their house, you're trying to deliver their food, and then you got your house all dark and black, can't see shit, and then you looking at me like I said something wrong to you. I mean, they be just, ooh, they get on my nerves. Yeah, that's true. They do live in nice areas. Well, the one yesterday, it wasn't. It was all up in Boulder Road, not Boulder Crest. This was an apartment complex, so it wasn't in a nice apartment complex. But it was a white girl, young white girl lived there, and it was in the apartment complex. There wasn't no, gentrification going on. And that's true. They do live in pretty nice areas. And you never delivering who's on here? Lady Uber. Hey, Lady Uber Atlanta. I know that's not your real name. Hey, Dizzy. Janelle. I know your name, Janelle. I don't know if you want your name to be broadcast live, your real name, since you didn't put your real name on your YouTube channel. Okay, cars, hurry up. I'm hungry. I know I ain't saying I'm gonna eat no more Chick-fil-A, y'all, but man, guess how many calories I burned? Shit, I missed the dang light. Guess how many calories I burned? Of according to my Fitbit. All that day walking and bending down. I almost walked 9,000 steps. No, 8,500 steps. And I burned I actually worked 240 minutes of actual heart rate burning fat exercise. 240 minutes of walking, bending, lifting boxes, and I burned about 1,200, 1,300 calories. And guess how much pounds I lost? I weighed myself yesterday. I lost 4.6 pounds so far. Well, I lost 4.6 pounds from last week. Sure did. Yep. So I already lost 4.6 pounds from last week. And since I weighed myself prior to that, the total weight loss so far has been about 7 pounds. And I could tell in my legs, and I could tell in my little stomach area. It's still there, but I did, yep, I sure have. I've lost. God, doing the fitness journey. Fitness thing too. But yep, all that dang walking at that dang Amazon and lifting boxes and ooh. I think I deserve me a chicken sandwich. I deserve a chicken sandwich. See, these are my tips from yesterday for Zippy. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, $18 in cash tips. That's what I made. It's been a while since I got some cash tips. Even when I used to do Uber Eats, I used to get a lot of cash tips. I used to get a lot of cash tips from Uber Eats. Oh, gosh, I'm sleepy. But one thing I can say for sure, my feet hasn't been hurting as much like it used to. I've gotten used to it. But it still kind of gets a little bit stiff. But I think as I start drinking more and more water, and I've been doing that apple cider vinegar in the morning, that's been pretty good. And then I also been taking this supplement, this enzyme. Let me show y'all again. Serrapeptase. This is good. Plant-based proteolytic enzyme. It's good for inflammation. It's good for scar tissue. It takes out bad protein out your system. They say it's good for sinuses, like people who got sinus issues or something, mucus or something. That's what they say, but I haven't had I don't have sinus problems, so I can't really attest to that. But I could attest that it does help with that inflammation. And if you have block clogged arteries, it's good for that. And it's supposed to kind of alleviate scar tissue. Now, I had a breast reduction surgery 2 years ago, and I started to notice that it's starting to fade a little bit, you know, because it was a deep cut that they did across here. I can't show y'all. It was across here, and you could see it, just, you know, the scar. And I never really put anything on there. You know, people say, hey, put cocoa butter, but but I start to see it. For some reason, I start to see it started to disappear or heal. Not heal, because it's already healed. It started to kind of disappear. So that little ceratepsate really is good for that. Alright, let me get me something. Chick-fil-A biscuit. I need me a big cup of water. What else we get? That lady going with all those thing with those windows. Can't put that on your truck. Let people see that. People be snatching those up, but those are custom made windows, so ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her with them. Oh. Let me tell y'all about the update about the scholarship I won with Udacity, sponsored by Lyft. They're still taking applications. No. Well, put it this way. When they have the class open, anybody who's interested in wanting to learn some new skills in the driverless car technology, they're looking for people who have no background experience, who may want to enter into that driverless car field. There are several companies that are hiring people to do that, and BMW is one of them, and a lot of these other big companies. Ooh. Oh Lord. You know what? I don't need to be going to no gym, because all that dang workout that they be going at that dang Amazon is a workout in itself. And that little half-ass stretching they be doing before the beginning of the shift, they be, you know, they be rushing through the stretches, and they know they're supposed to do that every morning, but they rush it. They be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, bend backwards. You know, and they even do it right. I be doing my own. I go right on the side, and I will be stretching. I say, y'all not about to injure me with that half-ass stretching y'all be doing. Ooh, goodness. I hope he's not supposed to open the fucking door. Shit. This girl got this wig on her head. That don't even look right. At the Chick-fil-A. Let me turn the camera around real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all see that? We just got number one, large 2. Number one with a large lemonade.
2 Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits. Number 2, 4-count medium diet lemonade, and a granola parfait.
You want the hash browns on the side or on the parfait?
Yes.
So you have 2 number 1s, one with a large tea, one with a large lemonade, 2 Chick-fil-A biscuits, number 2, 4-count with a diet lemonade, and granola parfait.
That's it.
Have it.
Great.
Oh, I'll be back, y'all. Let me scan something real quick. And a lot. All these bitches are fucking listen.
And one number 3.
Can I get a large water too?
A large water, yes, ma'am.
And get a lemon in there too.
Can I see your receipt, please?
Why do you want to see a receipt? I put lemon in water.
Oh, the lemon in the water. Sorry, I thought you asked for a lemonade, man. My bad.
And can I get some ice in there too?
Which one of you?
Can I get ice?
Ice? Yes, ma'am.
Pour some of that water out.
I got it.
Hello.
There we are. And we have a breakfast burrito.
Would you like chicken or sausage?
Let's go Hawaii. I don't know. Let's go with
Girl, you saw that girl whack looking hairstyle, put that stupid ass wig on her head. Looked like a fool. I was trying to be conspicuous and show y'all. Lord Jesus, I'm like, how many times I gotta repeat myself on stuff? I'm like, chicken biscuit and no butter. Water with lemon. And then you ask me for a receipt. I mean, receipt for what? I'm asking you for a cup of water. Oh, I just said lemonade. Where you get water from lemonade from? I mean, whew. People just don't pay attention. He's all up in there, all in the world of not being attentive.
Fox News Headlines 24/7 is on SiriusXM with headlines every 15 minutes.
I'm Jimmy Cosola. I'm Matt Napolitano. I'm Jared Max.
A channel that delivers your world of news, business, what's trending in digital, entertainment, and sports.
How did that get so loud? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, boy, I'm so tired. So sleepy. Come on. So let me go ahead and talk about my scholarship. So last year I heard about it, and at first it was an advanced program, but you had to have the background as a software developer, engineer, programmer, things of that nature. But the person who revolutionized the industry and the driverless car industry, he felt there was not enough diversity in the program, in the field in general. So they offered it to those who didn't have a background in software engineering and computer science, programming, that type of thing. And they wanted to be more diverse, because as we know, Silicon Valley and a lot of these tech companies, they don't have too many of us in there, especially black women. You know, you see a lot of time people think diversity, you know, companies think that they are diverse because they have some Asian and Indian, but that's not really diverse either, because most of the people in that field, you know, India, Asian, you know, they gravitate towards the technology. But unfortunately, black people in general are not really seen in that industry or field. You know, every time you see, just look at Uber Eats, Uber. And Lyft. How many of y'all have gone and really looked at the composition of the people who make up the company of Lyft and Uber that you drive for. I ain't talking about Travis Kalanick, you know, the CEO. I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about the ousted CEO of Uber. I'm talking about looking at the portfolio, well, not portfolio, the biography of the company of who works there, the people behind the scenes. And I did it. I've looked at it. Before I signed up for Uber, I looked at it. I looked at how was it established, who established it, what they look like, what background they came from, their CFO, who is the COO, who is the lead engineers, you know, data scientists, the whole 9 yards. And I didn't see not one black person that served that capacity with Uber. You know, none. I didn't see it. Same thing with Lyft. You know, the people, the leading people who wrote the algorithms and the programming and, you know, the decision making. You didn't see too many of us in there. But you'll see us driving, you know. You'll see us humping our backs, driving and making it seem like, you know, it's our own business, when in fact of the matter is not. Some of y'all may disagree. When I say that, but it's not. You have your own business in a sense, it's your car, and you're getting paid a service to make money and opportunities for yourselves. But the fact of the matter is this: they're using drivers, using our resources for them to make billions of dollars, and the little that they want to give drivers to drive, it's really not a partnership. It ain't. And I think that if Uber and Lyft, and I'm talking about, okay, they're gonna give a tip option, and you know, we go ahead and satisfy the black folks and the poor people. And make them believe that it's the own business. It's not your own business. It's their business. It's their company. I didn't recall me negotiating with Uber and Lyft. I don't do Lyft, but I didn't recall negotiating with any of these companies. I feel that I'm worth X amount of money more than this person is making, and I think I should get paid more. I didn't enter an exclusive contract with them. They made it the same for everybody, and implemented rules, and implemented what you can and cannot do. But you're not, that's not your own business. You know? They're not paying me dividends. They're not making me a shareholder or any of that. They didn't really ask for nobody's input of how they feel that things should be done. So, in my opinion, it's not really a fair equity between these companies and the people who does these businesses and make money for them. I am home. Can't believe it's 9:44. Dang. So to me, I think that if they really want to be successful, as a whole, and do some justice for those who work for these companies rather than getting sued left and right, is to negotiate and start all over. They need to start all over, especially Uber. With the change in leadership and the mess that it's gotten itself into, and then it wants to go public. I'm quite sure it wants to go public. I'm quite sure it wants to be a publicly traded company. But it's not going to happen. Not under the current terms that they're talking about. It ain't going to happen. Now, I see Lyft becoming a publicly traded company way before Uber will become one. But I think that before that happens, somebody's going to buy them out. Somebody's going to purchase that company. I just have the feeling. You know, I'm not saying Amazon's going to be the big buyer and buy out Lyft or buy Uber, but I just see something bigger is going to happen in the future. You know, let's give it 5 years. If none of those companies become publicly traded company within the next 2 years, something's big is going to happen. I just don't know what it is yet, but I just don't see it staying the way it is financially. Yeah, the ride sharing gigs, you know, they'll still go, they'll still come along. You know, people may think, oh no, there's not going to be no driverless cars, and that's going to be years down the making. But you know, the driverless car concept, or, and I'm not talking about the little thing that goes in Philadelphia and California and Uber testing, and I'm not talking about the little peon companies testing out these driverless cars. I'm talking about BMW and these big, huge companies I can't recall the names of these companies off my head, but those are the players that's in the driverless industry. You know, a lot of people may say, I don't know about that. I don't know about, just driving next to a car with nobody in it and this and that. I said, man, that's not even about that. People are still going to be in the car. Driverless cars don't mean nobody's in the car. It just simply means you'll still be in the car. You may not have to do as much maneuvering, but somebody's still gonna be in that car. It ain't gonna be like somebody just gonna sit back. Nobody's gonna do anything. It's gonna be a little bit more sophisticated than that. And the way how cars are being made now, a lot of the features is going to be put in new cars where you don't even have to worry about parking it by itself. It's going to park by itself. They got that now on a Chrysler and a couple other models I've seen. And as more things change in the automobile industry, that is, it's going to somewhat change in this ride sharing gig. A lot of people are so scared about, these robots are going to take over drivers' jobs. It's going to take our jobs and, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Now, it's not going to happen in my lifetime, but the way how cars are, it's going to be something whole lot different. Even in my lifetime, I might as well say my lifetime. If I live to be 75 years old, the way how things are, it's not going to be the same. A lot of people's not going to really want to go and drive and get in the car and be in traffic. The whole thing's going to change. Not just cars, but road infrastructures, the way how cities are going to be made and built. All of that's going to be different. Hey, who else got on here? Let me see who's on here. I know Paula and who else? Well, Shelly, where you at? I know you be on here. But when I took advantage of that program, which is going to start this week, so I'll let y'all know how it's going. But so far, I took a sneak peek at it, and I'll be learning Python programming, C++, machine learning. It's quite interesting. It's on the beginning courses. They even gonna go back to even, understanding complex mathematics again. But it's something to learn. And I took advantage of the program and signed up, wrote my little essay as to why I think I deserved it. And I told them, I'm a black woman over 40. I didn't have the opportunity growing up to be exposed to that type of technology. And I want to prove that black people, black women over a certain age can become engineers, in the driverless car industry. I know I get tired of driving food and, driving people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to continue to do that anymore. I want to be on the other side of things being made, even if you know, I may be in the industry for 20 something years, but yet I'll be in it, you know. BMW, Lockheed Martin, and a lot of these big companies are partners with this program. They got that much invested. And for someone to put it out there and say, you know what, we're going to offer 300 scholarships for anyone that falls within the minority group. If it means I got to get in because of affirmative action, so be it. So be it. Because if I get my foot in the door, not if, when I get my foot in the door and I get to learn this new technology, the planning, you know, I want to be able to inspire other young women, young girls, that, you know, you could be more than twerking and, you know, making some kind of, I want to dance and I want to be in the video, or, you know, I hate when people say, I'm going to go to nursing school. People go to nursing school and they don't even become a full nurse. They're a nurse's aide, you know. Or they get shunned out of those STEM careers, science, technology, engineering, and math. You know? So I said, why not? Why not me? You know, I may not have had the opportunity to, I'm not in my 20s anymore, you know, but for those who are at the age that they're in, to be able to become something that never existed. You know, ain't nobody never heard of driverless car engineering, machine learning, you know, big data. Ain't nobody heard of those things, robotics. You know, you seen that on the little, you know, like the Jetsons. You know, when I watch the Jetsons and all the things you see that they're doing, you know, that's becoming a reality. Go back and remember the Jetsons. Rosie the robot, and she was doing all the, you know, cooking, cleaning, what else she used to do? All those little things she used to do. It's becoming a reality. You know, they got robots that actually does the things that they showed on the Jetsons. Now, the flying cars. Now, that's not too far-fetched. That's not a far-fetched thing. They was talking about that. You know, people say, flying cars. You know, I mean, airplanes. That's, you know, you might as well look at that. That's a flying car in a sense. It's called an airplane. Have you noticed that when you look at the Jetsons, you never seen planes? You didn't see airplanes. All you saw were these little cars, that, you know, these little flying cars, and it was all over the place, you know. And not just that, it was like other little science fiction TV shows that spoke about things like that. You know, so it's kind of like exciting. It's just an exciting moment for anybody younger. And when I think about my little niece and nephews, my little cousins, all the opportunities that's available to them, I want them to be able to aspire to become into those new technology fields. Because those days of working at McDonald's and those laborers type of jobs, that's gonna be gone soon enough. Even the simple job at McDonald's is being computerized, where you place an order. You're not even placing an order at the restaurant right then and there. It's like a computer system that reads from a server that goes to the cash register, and it could make the drinks, it could do the sandwiches. I've seen that. They, you know, they had all of those things going on, and they don't need those cashiers. You ain't gotta get no nasty, rude ass customer cashier person from the McDonald's to take your order. That gonna be gone too. You know, you're gonna need only just maybe what, 1 or 2 people to manage the flow. You don't need all those people up in the front to take food orders anymore. That's gonna be done. That's changed. Look at the waitress. You go to TGI Fridays, and it says that there's a little thing on the table, and you could place your order and do everything at the table. The order goes to the kitchen staff, and then they make the order, and they may have one person who could just bring the order to each person at the table. You don't need a person to go to the wait. How may I help you? And do the, write it out. Go to the kitchen. Wait for the food. Now they got it where you could do it yourself. You sit at TGI Fridays or Chili's or one of those restaurants, and you just place the order on the little computers. Voila. Everything is done. The bill, everything. The only time somebody's seating is giving you your food is maybe that one person, that one manager or whomever, and that's it. The food runner. You know, you don't need a whole bunch of people taking orders, going to the kitchen to do it. It's a lot of things that's being changed, or that we used to think a person used to be able to do it. A human person used to be able to do it. Even then, a simple job as waitressing is being automated. It's being changed. It's being done with. It's being done with. So to me, it's like, what job can you do that doesn't require automation of computers? Tell me one job. Just one. You can't think of any. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Lynn. Okay, I know it was tiresome, Lynn. Ooh, it was so tiresome. I came into work at midnight because they asked for volunteers to come in an hour early. And I didn't leave there until 7:50. I like, so I am tired. I just got home. So who left me a voicemail message? Crazy. Anyway, but I'm about to go to sleep now. I'm tired. It's 10:15. I haven't even gone to bed yet. That's crazy. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later on. Y'all have a good day. Alright, Lynn. I'll talk to you this afternoon. I'll get back on in this afternoon. I'm sleepy. Alright. I sure will. Y'all have a good day. Later. Hey, Dorian. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm sleepy. I'll come back on later on to do another live stream. Alright. See you later.